Well, here's some interesting news. The Brave and the Bold director says DCU Batman movie is being postponed a bit. Now, Andy Muschietti says that the Brave and Bold DCU movie is being postponed a bit, quote unquote. In January 2023, Gunn announced that the Brave and the Bold movie was in the works and would be set within the continuity of his and Peter Safran's DCU. Now, we got a lot of Batman going on here. First off, there's that Matt Reeves Batman movie. At least the part one came out in 2022. And recently, it was just announced that Batman Part 2 would actually be delayed a whole year. It was actually slated to be released at October 2026, but it's been pushed back to October 2027. Now, the reason being for that is completely unknown, but also, The Brave and the Bold, which is the DCU's version of a Batman film, has also been postponed just a little bit. We don't know the exact date, but it's no coincidence, I guess I can say. It's interesting though. Why would they delay it? I mean, Batman is such a cash cow. Every time a Batman movie comes out, people need to feel the urge to go see it. At least I'd always get excited to see a new Batman movie. So the introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold, Gunn said at the time. And The Brave and the Bold is the story of the Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. And this is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. This is the story of two of them and the beginning of the sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Now, this is actually being quoted by James Gunn. And in June of 2023, it was announced that Muschietti, who helmed the 2023's The Flash, had tapped to direct The Brave and the Bold. There's been little news about the project since then, although Gunn did tell Collider in November 2024 that there is no set timeline for anything, and that The Brave and the Bold wasn't going to move forward until there's a script that he's totally happy with. I don't want Muschietti to direct. Flash is a terrible movie. If you watch it, it sucks. The special effects are probably the worst thing about it, and also being that there was bad, word surrounding the main actor who played the Flash, who played Barry Allen. I forgot his name. Just everything about it was just horrible. From the horrific stories of the main actor assaulting people, breaking into homes, kidnapping probably, and just getting away practically scot-free with a little slap on the wrist, just put a bad taste in my mouth and many other people's mouths. And just the movie overall just sucks, and it just didn't matter anymore. And that DCU concluded with Aquaman 2, which also had a lot of bad press surrounding it, especially with Amber Heard being in the film. It was just crazy. That DCU went out bad. It was just awful. And I'm glad that at least the DCU is getting a reboot and everything's getting, it's already off to a fresh start. And that's going to be with Superman. Technically, Creatures Commandos is the first thing to kick off the DCU, but the first movie would be Superman. Speaking with Collider, Muschietti commented on the matter. While no release date for The Brave and the Bold has been announced, the director said the movie was being postponed and there's now another project he might make first. And he says, "I'm now writing a science fiction movie that I would like to do," he said. The Batman is also a project that's been postponed a bit, so there could be another film before it, possibly that one. The news comes around the same time as the announcement that Matt Reeves' sequel to The Batman has been delayed by a year. Originally supposed to be released in October 2026, the movie now arrives in October 2027. And it's worth noting that Gunn has previously said he's contemplated bringing Robert Pattinson's Batman into the DCU. No official announcement has been made about the matter at this time, as The Batman Part 2 and The Brave and the Bold both appear to still be happening and will be set in separate universes as originally intended. Honestly, I think it could probably be confusing to the general moviegoer, especially to those who don't read any comic books or know anything about Batman. Just making DC projects outside of the main DCU could be a bit overwhelming as it is. I mean, I bet that people think that the Penguin and at least the Batman from Matt Reeves is canon to the DCU, when really, even though they're technically DC characters in DC movies, they are not canon to the DCU. You see how that could be kind of overwhelming and maybe confusing to the general audience? But anyway, I just don't think it's a good idea to make those movies. I think we should just stick with one universe, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, Warner Brothers making two types of Batman movies, one where it's not canon to the DCU and one that is. It's like Sony making Spider-Man movies where they are canon to the MCU, but still the film rights of Spider-Man belong to Sony. That's how confusing it can be. So that's just the way I see it. And Let me know what your thoughts are about both Batman movies, one of The Brave and the Bold, and two, the Batman Part 2 being delayed. Like, what are your thoughts about that? And would you have hoped to have seen those movies a lot sooner? Do you care? Are you looking forward to the new DCU fresh start? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the notifications so you all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.